everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Steelers going up against the Browns.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. This is Isaiah Crowell. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Career highs in receptions, carries, and total yards last year for Crowell. His total yardage was 952. That was the highest by a Cleveland Brown running back since 2010.
And that sounds impressive, but I think there's much more out there for him. If Cleveland plays even with people, not from behind, he'll get more carries, more touches, and his yardage will go up.
Second down, Kaiser. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Stephon Tuitt able to drop him for a loss of 4. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Off the play fake, Kaiser. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. The 8th-year man from Tennessee, this is Britton Colquitt on to punt. Back deep for the Steelers, Antonio Brown. Now Brown. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
Now Roethlisberger going to hand to Bell. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, it's Roethlisberger. Caught here by Bell. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards that time, and a Pittsburgh first.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Play clock winding down. Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a 1st down.
Well, he's looking sharp right from the get-go here. Tough division. They needed this kind of a start. But I think this is part of where scripting comes in. We always hear about the scripting of plays, how they're going to be called. Everyone dress rehearses their script, and right now they're following it to a T.
And for that opening drive, so part of the script still to come, right, partner?
Yeah, no doubt about it. We've got a ways to go with that, but you can tell that they worked on the script the entire week in practice, and it's paying off for them.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Christian Kirksey coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Man in motion right, Antonio Brown. In motion left here, Antonio Brown. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. And this is caught at the 8. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
1st and goal from the 5. Now Bell. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football. They'll try to run it in with Bell. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Le'Veon Bell punching it in from a yard away. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Browns heading out on offense, Charles, and with them so many facts we can hit on, but unfortunately not many good. 9 consecutive losing seasons, 4-28 the last 2 years, 26 starting quarterbacks since coming back in '99. Only one of 2 non-expansion teams to never appear in a Super Bowl. You get the point, so give me some optimism.
Well, they're hoping it'll just be one starting quarterback in 2017, someone who will solidify that position for the team. And then think about what they did in the draft, though. 3 first-round draft picks, including Myles Garrett, the #1 overall pick in the draft, the defensive end out of Texas A&M. They're hoping it's a fresh start and a new direction for Cleveland.
We got 3 down. Hey, fellas, we got 3. Let's go. Flex round. Here we go. What? Flex round. Ohio. Flex round.
Kaiser now on second down. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Kaiser now from the 50. Flush to his right. They find some open field here. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Second down. Here's Crowell. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Kaiser on first down. Steps away to his left. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this.
Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Let's round. Ohio.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Check. Jim.
Here we go on 1st and 15. Try to throw here. Kaiser. Throw left side. Caught by the tight end in Njoku. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup after the penalty. 12 yards. And it's second down. Here's a give to Crowell. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Here we go.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. To throw, Kaiser fights him off. He's got his tight end in Njoku. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Here we go. Ohio. Come on, let's go. Flex round.
Kaiser. Buying time to his left. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Javon Hargrave able to run him down for a loss of a yard.
Ohio. Here we go. Ohio.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell as the first half is winding down. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Steelers making their way out. And, you know, Charles, if you believe in linear progression, could be a super season in the Steel City. 4 years ago, they didn't make the playoffs. 3 years ago, they lost in the wild card game. 2 years ago in the division round, and last year in the AFC title game. So if form holds, could be your AFC champions in February.
Wouldn't that be something? What kind of progression is that?
Linear.
Yeah.
But someone told me that. I'm not taking credit for it.
But we're going to roll with it, aren't we? Because I agree with you. This is a team that's in the playoffs last year. They went and drafted T.J. Watt, an outside linebacker who can rush off the edge out of Wisconsin, give them a little more pop on defense. Then on the offensive side of the ball, we're all rooting for James Conner, the rookie out of Pittsburgh.
That's caught at the 25. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Around the NFL, a game going on in Washington. And the Eagles out in front early. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Boswell's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10:20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup.
The second half starts with a carry by Bell. Bell sheds him off. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
After the penalty, it's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. In motion left comes Brown. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. The wide receiver moving to a new spot.
Hurry up, let's go. 2.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first. Roethlisberger with a give to Bell. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Slot man moves right. Now they'll try to sweep with Bell. Now Bell hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Now that's a rare sight indeed, but one that their fans hope that they'll see much more of in 2017. A takeaway.
Yeah, only 3 fumbles recovered last year, tied for fewest in the National Football League.
Ohio! Come on, let's go! 1-9! Flex round! Ohio! Flex round! Flex 38! Flex Ohio! Here we go!
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Now a second down throw for Kaiser. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Gordon. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. To Crowell. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Crowell. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Swat. Isaiah Crowell. He's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Browns have taken the lead. And that makes it 14-10. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise it's going to be a long day for you.
The play clock's running down. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. It's a Pittsburgh 1st down, a gain of 13.
There's no doubt about it. That's just one of the best connections in the league. Big Ben throwing it to Antonio Brown. And Antonio Brown has turned himself into such a player. A low-round draft pick, but you can't beat his determination or work ethic. And Big Ben welcomes that.
And Big Ben won a Super Bowl at 23, youngest ever to do so, has never looked back. Looking to find a lane, but he can't, reined in at the line of scrimmage. They tried to run it to the short side of the field. There just wasn't a whole lot of room to work with.
Yeah, it seems like things just kept getting strung out towards the sideline, and he kept looking for a spot to dive up into the gap. There just wasn't one, so that turned into nowhere to run, nowhere to hide.
And no gain. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Here's a give to Bell running left, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Play clock winding down. Now Roethlisberger throwing the out route incomplete. It's Brown. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Roethlisberger hooking up with Brown to get the Steelers a first. They'll pitch it out to Bell. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
Now it's Roethlisberger, letting one go deep for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the fourth quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. On third down, Roethlisberger. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff, and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on, and as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. First down carry now for Crowell. And he's going to be run over, hit hard, as he'll be marked down right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
They'll run it again with Crowell. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Let's go.
Johnson, and he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. So this offense really needs to make something happen here late in the fourth with the football.
Here we go. Ohio. Flex round.
Crowell running right. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Crowell trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
Fourth down, Kaiser, desperation time. Wide open receiver complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Cleveland first. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Isaiah Crowell, he's all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Crowell in the final minute. And the Browns have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. A win would be their first of the young season. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Well, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. A good pick up there of 20 yards. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
They'll look to throw. Room to run past midfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down. He'll look to throw. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20 seconds. 19 left.
The out route's such a timing route that sometimes the guy throwing the ball just throws it almost blindly, just kind of counts on that timing winning. And in this case, the ball was batted away.
throw. Now he's forced out left. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Elsewhere, they're into the 4th at FedEx Field. And an impressive display by the Eagles. They continue to pour it on, scoring again. A win would be their first of the young season. Back to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. A pickup of 5 that time and a first down. Here's Roethlisberger. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Antonio Brown, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. One last shot for Roethlisberger. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. And partner, this first week...